Is that a true statement to you, Alton? Do black churches misquote scripture? Do black church pastors know less Bible than white pastors?
What's up, guys? Alton here with another video. And I don't know if you guys caught my live stream that I did with Brother Berean on his channel. And I think the name of his channel is Berean TV, and we had this discussion about James White and that comment that you just heard Brother Berean say. So I'm not really going to try to do too much talking in this video, but I did promise that if I did find the original clip in its context, that I would play it, and I would try to give the overall context to what was actually said by James White. Now, first of all, I just want to say that I do respect Brother Berean and all of the people that had me on, and I just want to let people know, like, this is more of a secondary issue, but you know, it is kind of dangerous, you know, if we don't try to clear some things up and air some things out. And I'm not calling any of these brothers or sisters unbelievers or anything like that. So they are believers, as in the fact that they do understand the lordship of Jesus Christ. So this was just basically a respectful conversation that we had. This wasn't us trying to fire darts at each other and tear each other down. We do believe differently, and we do have different opinions on certain secondary issues. But like I said, this topic came up yesterday, and I wanted to go ahead and play this clip in its entirety. So I want you guys to really pay attention to what's being said in this video. And I want you to really pay attention to this clip that we are about to play and some of the commentary that's being said afterwards. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it.
Can I play the clip real quick?
Yeah, if you can, go ahead.
All right, give me a second.
I tell you, Alton, I want you to come back, but next time you come back, you ain't going to be around, because this guy that pulled out the clip, they lining you up. I know what they're doing.
Oh, no, it's cool, man.
I'm just trying to come to an understanding. So,
okay, now, when was this clip taken?
Again, I haven't seen the entire thing. It's only a 2-minute clip.
Okay, go ahead.
And so, you know, again, because we don't have the full clip, and I don't know I don't know exactly where it came from. This is all I can play. So
no, that's cool. Go ahead.
So hopefully you guys can hear it. Give me a second. All right.
25, 30 years ago, this ministry's been around. And so
I can barely hear it.
I'm talking about this information was available, but what struck me was there is sense, and I'm
of whatever ethnic mix, there is an anti-intellectualism, an anti-church historyism, there is an anti-theologyism, there is an anti-Bible translation, Bible transmissionism, and it's seen in the fact that it's almost never addressed, almost never talked about. But it's especially true in black churches. It's just a reality.
All right, did you guys hear that? Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean, I really can't. I mean, it's only like a few seconds of that. I mean, I don't know what the context was, but behind that, so I really can't just say that I totally agree with what he's saying. But I would like to hear that in this total context. And to be honest, to be completely honest, this is one of the things that James White does talk about, is that when people only take a portion of what he says instead of taking the whole clip, playing it out, and then having a discussion about it, because I think he's even tried to talk to Eric Mason, and Eric Mason has declined. You know what I'm saying? To talk about some of these issues. So my thing is that, you know, if you take someone's words and you just wait for them to say 2 or 3 things and then say, oh, well, that's what the whole conversation was about, I think that's a little unfair. Instead of saying that this is, you know, like, I want to know the who, what, where, when, why, and how. But I will go ahead and see if I can find that video, because I do listen to a lot of stuff from James White, and I will try to find that clip and listen to it in this whole context. And just so happened, I was able to pull that video clip up last night as I was getting offline, and I actually found the video, the exact same video from the clip that they played, and we're going to go ahead and play it in this full context, and we're going to let you guys be the judge if James White was actually saying, or was he actually trying to say that all black churches or majority of black churches are not theologically sound. And I want to see if you guys agree with what he is saying in the total context of this video, or do you guys believe that after we hear what's actually being said in this video, that what his words were just taken way out of context due to this discussion? Now, before we play this clip, now I want to let you guys know that this was a video that James White has done, and I'm going to leave links to description of this video, our full conversation on Berean TV, and the link to the full video of James White's the clip that we got from James White from his show The Dividing Line, so you can be able to watch both of those in their entirety and make the decision for yourself. So, but this clip comes from one of his shows, one of his bi-weekly shows. I'm sorry, not bi-weekly shows, but you know, he does this show twice a week. I think it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But anyway, this is a clip from one of his shows called The Dividing Line, and in this particular video, he was addressing some things that the Hebrew Israelites had said about him, or some videos that they had made about him. So what he was doing was responding to that, and he was responding to the GOCC Hebrew Israelite cult. He wasn't talking about black churches. Now, he did mention black churches, and he did mention the theology. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's just listen to what he has to say with this clip that was played out of context. So we're going to go ahead and play the full context of the clip right now.
There is, in a sense, and oh boy, am I going to get in trouble for this. Here we go. In many churches of whatever ethnic mix, there is an anti-intellectualism, an anti-church historyism, there is an anti-theologyism, there is an anti-Bible translation, Bible transmissionism, and it's seen in the fact that it's almost never addressed, almost never talked about. But it's especially true in black churches. It's just a reality. The idea of sound doctrine, church history, there are so few where there is an emphasis. They're out there, thanks be for them, but they will be the first ones to tell you that they are in the minority, and it's a constant battle for them to try to communicate to their people the necessity of knowing these things and getting over all the social, cultural stuff and focusing upon the truth. And cults, it's been said, I don't know who came up with this first. I certainly didn't come up with it. But it's a true statement. Cults are the unpaid debts of the church. When the church will not be balanced, when the church will not do what is necessary to disciple and ground and grow the saints, the cults become the unpaid debt of the church.
Now, as we can see, what James White said in this clip that I just played in this total context was totally different from the narrative that was trying to be portrayed in this conversation that I had on Brother Berean's channel. You see what I'm saying? Now, during our discussion, I quickly said, I don't know what James White had said. I wanted to listen to the clip in its total context, and I actually went back and replayed it, found the video, and that's why I'm playing it for you guys now. So anyway, I didn't want to make this video too long, but what I wanted to do was kind of shed some light on what James White had said in totality of that short clip that was being played on Brother Berean's live stream. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you guys believe that James White is a racist, and that when he made that statement about the black churches, do you disagree? Do you think that that James White is wrong to basically say that when it does come to the black church that there are a lot of theological issues? Or do you agree that, hey, the black church does have some issues when it comes to theology and social issues, and when should we actually discuss social issues, or when, or how we look at social issues? And do you actually think that there are only a few churches that's actually willing to address these issues versus the mass or the majority of black churches that we see today who are not willing to touch a lot of these issues with a 10-foot pole? But anyway, you guys leave me a message, comment below, like, rate, share, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day.